Hey everyone, Machi here, and today I want to talk about my favorite topic, and part of the reason I even made this channel, which is Overwatch lore. Now, obviously I'm not going to be talking about all of Overwatch lore, that would take days, probably, and especially being accurate, because a lot of channels, they do talk about Overwatch lore, but there's always a lot of info missing, and a lot of this information is available online, so they're not doing enough research. And yes, this is me saying that a lot of you lore channels just not doing the right stuff, but anyway. Today I kind of wanted to put a spotlight on one of my favorite bloggers on Tumblr and Twitter who does a lot of Overwatch lore. They've actually even talked to Michael Chu many times, asking him very pertinent questions about Overwatch and its backstory. And I want to kind of hype up their, not channel, their blog, their Twitter, because they do deserve a lot more attention than they've been getting. Something I noticed about this person is that there are many popular YouTubers who take their ideas and don't credit them, which I would say is just, guys, come on. That is not okay. The person I'm talking about, their name is Segador Y Soldado on Twitter, and I will be putting their link in the description below. They look through all the comics, all the short stories, all the cinematics, and all the information provided by Overwatch, and kind of puts them together and makes all these theories, all these theory posts about certain topics, certain characters, and especially the main focus of Overwatch right now, which is the Black Watch portion of the story. They're able to kind of predict a lot of the things that have come out lately. Soldier 76 being gay, something they knew, something we been knew. No, but really, they do have a lot of really good information. They compile it in these very clear and precise kind of infographics. They post the photos, and they also do a lot of really good analyses on character personalities. Like, a lot of people, they have very simplistic characterizations of certain characters, and sometimes you get like, okay, Soldier's a dad, and Reaper's the edge lord, and that kind of thing. That's fine. That's part of the fandom. It's enjoyable. But this person, this blogger, kind of finds all the elements presented in the comics, in the game, in the cinematics, and finds really excellent, really accurate kind of character profiles. Like the fact that Soldier, even though he's supposed to be this really uptight leader type, you find out that he's kind of an egotist. He's fun-loving. He's got a good sense of humor, and you can see that in all of his emotes, in all of his voice lines, and all of his in his comics and his short stories. You also see a lot of like really subtle clues as to future events and reveals that Michael Chu, the Overwatch lore writer, puts into the story. I really trust this person. They always have really good insight on what's going on in Overwatch, and half the time I'm like just waiting for something that they guessed maybe like 2-3 years ago to kind of become canon, because it happens quite a bit more often than you would expect. So if you love Overwatch lore and you want kind of more accurate analyses, and you kind of want something that's very casual, but still you get to have all these really meaty discussions, really meaty posts about certain characters and certain elements of Overwatch, then you should definitely give them a follow. Their Tumblr is no longer active due to the issues with that site, but they have all of their information there archived, and they're very active on Twitter and other social media. And I think if you kind of want to get all the little bits, all the secrets, all the hot takes about Overwatch, you should definitely check them out. And just as an add-on, you can see behind me a new tank top, one of the many ones I have. This one is a tank top with all the masks of all the old soldiers. So there's Reaper and Soldier, and of course Ana. And I will be linking the creator of the t-shirt, both their Tumblr and their TeePublic, where I got the shirt. I think it's definitely a really, really cool shirt, and you should definitely check it out and get one and support your local Overwatch artists. One of the things I wanted to address is that I know this channel is very new, and I'm sure there aren't that many people kind of checking it out yet, but I am opening suggestions and recommendations for other topics that I can cover. Definitely, I will be recommending in every episode, kind of recommending at least one artist or writer or content creator, in lore experts, just like Segador, and it's just really interesting to kind of see how much passion has been put into this fandom and how much amazing talent is being overlooked. You have a lot of YouTubers who are getting a lot of attention for Overwatch, but a lot of the lore YouTubers who kind of, throw out a bunch of like different theories and information about lore, some of them are very inaccurate. Like, this info has been provided for 3 years and they seem to not know about it, and some of them are mostly accurate, but I'm not very satisfied with the kind of theories they put out. Like, they have all the right pieces, but once they start theorizing, it just seems like they're not connecting the really obvious for me, really obvious story plots. And I think the fact that Michael Chu, who is a fantastic writer, by the way, he has a lot of really good ideas for Overwatch that he's clearly trying to hide, just so it doesn't come out too early, but he's very eager to kind of share all the ideas, and especially his ideas for the old soldiers. I think that Michael Chu's sensibility is more matched by by the person I mentioned, Segadores Y Soldados. They go by Gabe and Jack on Twitter. And I think that if you kind of feel the way I do, that a lot of the lore reveals and a lot of the lore expertise is lacking, then you should definitely give them a follow. And there is a lot of really great content that you might be missing out on just because I guess blogging or like writing about it isn't nearly as popular as watching it on YouTube, which is also part of why I'm here. I wanted to make a YouTube channel that focuses solely, or not solely, very heavily on the content creators who don't get as much attention, and especially they don't get people from Blizzard kind of knocking on their door and like giving them press passes to things. And understandable, because they're the popular content creators are obviously the ones who will bring in kind of more of a bigger fan base. But I do kind of want to grow the fan base for all these amazing creators who don't get enough attention, for all the amount of work that they've put in. A lot of work, which, by the way, has been taken by a bunch of more popular people. And I mean, it's an issue. It happens, but I do want to kind of put a spotlight on these types of creators. And especially if you know somebody, if you can recommend creators that you think don't get enough appreciation, and kind of if they have Overwatch content or things that you think that a lot of people who like Overwatch would appreciate, then you should definitely recommend them to me in the comments or tweet at me. All the links will be in the description. And I am really grateful for the people who have already come here to check this out, and I really hope that you're enjoying kind of the format that I'm trying to put forward. I am trying to make it a little more interesting visually. I am trying to put a bit more effort into the editing. But I hope that, you guys can give your feedback and tell me more of what you want. I've gotten a little bit of feedback already, and it's really helping me grow as a creator. And I hope that you guys can, enjoy this process the way I'm more or less enjoying this process. I'll see you guys next time, and make sure to let me know what kind of content you're interested in. It could be non-Overwatch. For now, I'm focusing on Overwatch, and I kind of just want to get that, focus going, and kind of get out all the stuff that I've been thinking about for a long time. But if you want to ask about other games, other topics that you might think are interesting, I can definitely like check them out, try to make a video out of them. And I'm very grateful for the people who've already come check this out. So I'll see you guys again. See you soon. Bye.